Schumer is trying to join the squad. And apparently the application process requires him to sound more like da baby than the Senate Majority Leader.
We're in a government shutdown. And you may be asking yourself, how the hell did we get here? Donald Trump and the Republican Party are hell-bent on taking health care away from 60 million people, closing community clinics, rural hospitals, nursing homes, all so they can keep giving tax breaks to their billionaire friends. Democrats have 3 words for this: no way.
There's nothing sadder than when a senior citizen wanders out into the streets and starts just swearing randomly. And over in the House, Hakeem Jeffries may not have dropped the F-bomb, but when confronted by a colleague on the shutdown, he just plain bombed.
Why did you vote to shut the government down? Why did you vote to shut it down?
Let me ask you a question.
For years, you always lectured about how we need to keep the government open.
You're making a show of this to make yourself relevant.
It's sad. You could easily sign on to this.
You're embarrassing yourself right now.
You could sign on to this. The only embarrassment here is you.
You're an embarrassment.
You could sign on to it.
You're not going to talk. You're not going to talk to me.
Wasted.
You're not going to talk to me and talk over me
non-New York residents
because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Oh, I'm listening.
So why don't you just keep your mouth shut? You're embarrassing yourself right now.
Yeah, leader. With all due respect, you're the one.
Why are you playing yourself?
You're the one who actually voted to shut the government down.
Shut your mouth, shut the government down. Oh, this is like East Coast, West Coast. Like this is the... Here to react, Ohio Senator Bernie Moreno. Senator, what is going on here? I think the American people have kind of lost the thread of this shutdown, but they're worried that health care is going to go up. I say Obamacare is the real problem. That's the thing that destroyed our health care system, also allowing in 30 million illegals who use the emergency room as their primary care. But what should Americans understand about exchanges like that?
Well, the first one is just like that crazy uncle that figured out how to use a phone, but not quite. That's Schumer. I mean, he probably poll tested the F word, too, by the way, on which one would be the most reactive. Look, at the end of the day, this is very simple for your viewers to understand. How much taxpayer dollars should be spent to give health care to non-citizens? That's the question. They play games with asylum seekers or refugees or visa overstayers or TPS. But at the end of the day, Americans believe that when we pay taxes, the tax dollars should benefit American citizens only. That's at the heart of this debate. The Democrats think we should pay for it. Republicans think we shouldn't. And they shut down the government to prove their point.
Well, the what if game? But we're hearing that TSA, some TSA workers may begin, maybe not coming in. And this is going to throw travel into utter chaos, especially as we approach the holiday season, if this continues to drag on. If that begins to happen, will that put pressure on the Republicans to come to some type of middle ground with the Democrats?
Look, at the end of the day, this is no way to run a government. We shouldn't be doing this. It's cruel. These are real families. Maybe you think there's too many government employees, and that may be true, but don't treat them this way. Our military members deserve to get paid. Moms going out to get groceries with food stamps. That money won't be there Friday. Tomorrow, the Democrats can change this. They can vote. All we need is 5 Democrats. My point of view would be this. We have almost all Republicans on board. Maybe it's time to think about the filibuster. We say, look, the Democrats would have done it. Let's just vote with Republicans. We got 52 Republicans. Let's go and let's open the government. It may get to that.
Remember, they voted through Obamacare, which, again, set us on this path of an unsustainable health care system with 0 Republican support. We got to remember that. Every American forgets that. They had 0 Republicans.
Yeah, and if they let this keep going on, I would advocate to my colleagues, let's make this a Republican-only vote. Let's reopen the government. Let's reform health care. Because, look, the filibuster is something that's important. It's an institutional part, but look what the damage is, the real damage, where they can hold us hostage, Lord, for $1.5 trillion in new spending, health care to non-citizens, refunding USAID, abortions on demand. This is their agenda. The American people don't support it. They want us to do our job, and maybe we do it only with Republicans.
Senator, great to see you tonight, as always. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.